Good morning, beautiful souls. I'm Miss Psychic D. Today, Spirit have guided me to do something a little bit different. I'm just allowing them to use me and my abilities and our connection to steer me at the moment into the direction which I am meant to go and towards those who are seeking help right now. So today's video, sorry ladies, but this video today is going to be more focused and intended towards the masculine energies out there. But don't worry, if you are working on your masculinity, because we have both, we have masculine and feminine energies that we embody. This message could be for you anyway, but my sole intention for this video today is to reach out to all the men out there, especially those who are waking up to their own sensitivities and empathic abilities, the natural healers of this world. You guys just don't have enough focus and attention and airtime and care and love and support, I personally believe, that you may need right now. So Spirit have guided me to do this for you today. So 111 on the camera, thank you so much. I also was encouraged to do this because I posted a video on TikTok yesterday, and a lot of the comments and the traction that came from that video were from men who are struggling with their mental health, with their emotional health, just due to lack of knowledge and understanding and, I don't know, being raised maybe in a different faith system or something like that. Everybody's story is different, but at the end of the day, we are all one. We are all extensions of positive source energy. We came here to experience our own journey in this life. We all have a soul. We are basically a soul in a meat suit in this life. So I'm just going to really encourage everybody to maybe see beyond the physical for now and know that you are not alone. That's absolutely for sure. I'm very passionate about this cause because I have lost my brother to mental health and all that sort of jazz. He was actually a medium, so he could actually hear spirit, but due to misdiagnosis and then in turn using substances as a result to sort of drown out his abilities, it affected his mental health. So I'm very passionate about this cause. He was going to work with me and alongside me when he was going through his healing journey to share his message. So I don't share anything out of school. Everything that I talk about him and his experiences and all that, I have been given permission by him beforehand. So I just want to really reiterate that I'm a real person too, and I have a family and I have a real life experience. Just because I have this beautiful gift to connect spirit to the physical world and share their wisdom and stuff like that. But all of my services actually come from the heart, because I really don't want, and if I can try to not have happen to others what happened to us, I would love to really make a difference, hopefully. So if you are a masculine energy out there and you're sort of feeling the pinch at the moment, I have laid out a bit of a spread here for you, but then I'll just go into some natural channeling 333 on the camera. But this is basically what Spirit would really love for you to know right now. Okay, so I think the masculine energies, so all the men out there, and feel free to share this because I feel like this is more tailored to those who are sort of getting a little bit older, so maybe late 30s onwards, but I'm also feeling like I'm targeting the teenagers as well, because the teenagers are here to make a difference in this world. And I just feel like I'm targeting those two, but obviously if you're in between, it's going to suit you as well. And this isn't going to suit anyone that is basically acting out of ego. If you're acting out of ego, or you know people who are acting out of ego, that's another story for another day. So basically I am talking and reaching out today to all those men out there who are true empaths. So that's that sensitive part of you. It's that clear knowing part of you. It's those who are probably really, really in touch with their emotion. This can also be energies that get too much in their logic because they feel a certain thing and then they jump into their mindset and sort of activate that area a little bit too much, and they don't know how to, their brain can't process the feelings that they're experiencing right now. So if you are an empath It is very real. You are not alone. Stick around. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female, because I'm a true blue empath. Stick around, join our communities. I'm going to try to expand it the best that I can. But if you do want a private session with me, all my links are down below if you want to reach out in some type of way. But what Spirit really wants you to know, that there's nothing weak about you. Just because you're sensitive and you're empathic and you've got abilities that maybe haven't been nurtured or nourished or accepted or validated or anything like that, you're receiving your validation through us today. You are being really, really encouraged to truly find ways to love yourself. And I know this is going to sound all cliche and, oh, if I knew how to do that, I would just do it or whatever. But I know masculines are pretty much programmed, into this hunter-gatherer type of dynamic. So it's going to be dependent on your childhood. I know a lot of men, and I've spoken to a lot of men lately, who are going through some type of inner child healing. So most of their actions and behaviors and responses, or reactions more so, are coming from a wounded place. So if I could encourage you guys to do anything, there's a lot. And if you have a business or you have some type of service or facility that is like a men's shed or something that actually helps the masculine energies out, please post the link down below and share it. So anybody who does come across this video, sorry, I'm seeing something behind me. Anyone who's seeing this video can actually have a resource to go to. If not, reach out to me through my website and maybe we could collaborate or work together in something. But Spirit really wants you to work on your health and vitality right now. Don't underestimate the power of playfulness either. I think there's a very, very strong message to the masculines out there that, once again, you don't have to be hunter all the time. And I know that's kind of what it's expected of you, but they're kind of saying that's not what Spirit expect of you. We all should balance out our masculine and feminine energies anyway. So I think a lot of you are doing that. A lot of you really need to ground yourselves. So whether this is going out into nature, whether this is hanging out in more high vibe environments, this can be eliminating substances and stuff like that that are sort of keeping you stuck or stagnant or aren't real good for your mental health. This is just a sugar-coated reading and it's for entertainment purposes only, because I know the seriousness of it. Obviously, my brother and his experiences with the mental health system, and it's not easy. It's not easy, and you feel like you constantly hit roadblocks and no one understands, and I understand the whole dynamic. So if you do come in alignment with the resource, Spirit is saying, please take it up. Once again, there's lots of people out there that are offering you a safe space to do. I'm trying to hold back my tears because I can feel the empathy is with the masculines today. So I know it's probably a little bit more harder for you, I'll admit, because, unless you're very sure in yourself and stuff like that, it's very difficult to sort of step out of this type of energy. So just bear with me for a second. Bear with me. What it's going to boil down to, you guys, the masculines out there, is your perspective. So knowledge is power at all times. They're really encouraging for you to bring love and compassion into your life, especially for yourself. And whether you can get some counseling or whether you can get some high level of awareness through coaches and mentors and stuff like that, I do believe that you are going to get into a much nicer flow. At the moment, it probably feels like you're in quicksand or you're under the water and you're struggling to come up out of your emotion. Some of you really do need support. I just saw 911, which is my angel number. That is coming for you. They're telling me sunrises and sunsets. I do feel like a lot of you masculines need to get out in the sun a little bit more. Have the sun shine on you, so to speak. They're saying if you experience anxiety, you're probably best to catch the sunset. If you're feeling quite depressed, they're saying the sunrise would be very beneficial for you. So take that as you wish. They want you to remember that you can change, and this can change for you, but it's going to have to come down to you wanting and desiring more love and compassion in your life first and foremost, and that's got to come through a new perspective. And the way that we get new perspectives is to listen and learn to others. Those who have been there, done that. Those who actually offer you really good assistance or guidance. I can feel the rumble in the Bronx, if I'm honest. I feel like a lot of you are struggling with the reactive side of yourself. We would really, really encourage you to find ways, whether it's through meditation, breath work, speaking to a counselor, going and isolating yourself. I know for my brother, he used to just pack up his truck and just go out into the bush, and he'd be there for 2 or 3 days. He'd sort of do his own thing and recollect himself, and then he'd come back with his own fresh new perspective. So if you do feel like you need to get away or release distraction or influence around you, please, by all means, if you have the means to do that, do that. If not, podcasts are really good, watching really good mentors and coaches online, going to actual physical hubs or support sanctuaries that facilitate that type of thing. You go to the library. You can even just go to the library. I keep hearing that it's not weak to speak, and I don't want to go into all that cliche type of stuff. It's not cliche, that's not a bad word. I don't want to repeat what other people are. I don't want to regurgitate what other people are putting out there, but maybe if you Google that in some way, it will lead you to a resource where you need to be. That was random. But anyway, Spirit really, really would love for you to turn your fire and your anger and your resentment and your disappointment and anything that's sort of a lower vibrational feeling right now into a passion. So set yourself a goal maybe. Where do you see yourself in 3, 6, 12 months time? You see it all the time. People who may be overweight and have been bullied or have mental health issues or anything like that, they turn towards exercise. I was going to say exercise with the playfulness anyway. Maybe exercise, obviously on a chemical level, it's really good and all that, but I'm speaking from a spiritual sense. They would really, if you want to turn your life around right now, it's pivotal time, 12-12 on the camera. It's time to turn that fire that you have and turn it into a passion. I know a lot of people, especially the masculine energies, that go take their pain and turn it into service. They actually go and help the community in some way. They pay it forward. They step outside of themselves for a minute so they can get that relief and that the relief and release the resistance just a little bit by knowing that they've done good to others, because they know what it's like to not have good done to them. So that's probably a good starting point as well. What's really personal for me is that I feel like I'm connecting with a lot of fellow shamans out there. If you want to do yourself a big favor, check out shamanism and maybe go on a bit of a shamanic journey of some sort. A lot of the shamans, and it's not like you have categories and all that sort of stuff. I love shamanism because you basically just work with the elements of the earth, and there's no real doctrine in that. So a lot of the masculines out there are true healers, and Spirit are encouraging you to maybe heal yourself or recalibrate yourself in such a way where you can go on and help others. I feel like this is a dream for some of you who are watching this. This is something that you'd really like to do. Make that your passion right now. Make that your passion. Usually you go through pain, then through that pain, it leads you into your purpose. And then when you articulate and embody what your purpose actually is by identifying that, then that's when the passion will step in. It'll become like a passion. Tony Robbins is a perfect example if you go check him out. Tony Robbins is a classic example of a true blue gent who went through the worst of the worst, transmuted that for himself, decided he wanted to do better, did the energy work himself, and then in turn is helping millions and millions and millions of people. So if you are someone who has a dream or a desire to do this for yourself, they want you to spit out your ideas. They want you to spit out your ideas. I won't take those, but so you are being channeled a lot of ancient healing wisdom at the moment, and to receive any sort of spirit-led support or guidance at all, you do have to quieten your mind in some way, in a healthy way. So if you are heavy in the thick of addiction or anything like that, obviously your first port of call is to get some type of support or something like that. If you are coming out of that type of energy or you're working your way out, they would really love for you to get, they keep jumping out of my hand. That never happens. That never happens. Oh, I love it. This is why. So anyway, we won't go into that. Obviously, everybody needs something different. But Spirit wants you to know that your first port of call at the moment is to get a new perspective. Because obviously the way that you were raised, the way people have treated you in the past, maybe the poor decisions that you've made in the past, it's time to release that. Some people say let it go. I don't like saying let it go because it's not that easy. But I'm just saying choose to release it. Choose to become a better version of yourself. Choose to get in touch with your sensitivity and know that vulnerability and being sensitive and emotional is not a weak thing, even though other people may have taken advantage of you and thought that it has. So we're going to get into the sort of reading side of it, because this never happens. I don't hold cards and they just flip out just like they did. Spirit wants you to know that you've got the Ten of Pentacles coming for you. Ten of Pentacles is my happy family card. So you can't go wrong when the Ten of Pentacles jumps out like that. What I feel like a lot of you are going to do is that the more loyal you are to yourself, the more that you value yourself, the more that you stand in your own power through your integrity, your morals, your values, what you believe as a person. These could be coming up for you because of you reflecting on the past and learning your lessons. That's awesome if that's you. If you're not there yet, don't quit. Don't quit. Keep going, because your ultimate reward is going to be the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe you do want a divine relationship. Maybe you just want to go out and help the community in some way. Maybe you just want to feel accepted and part of a family of some sort. Maybe you're struggling to have children. I'm not sure what this is. The Ten of Pentacles sort of embodies that family unit. So with that card coming in like that, Spirit wants you to know that the more that you love yourself and show compassion for yourself, do that towards others as well. Not only did we get the Ten of Pentacles here, that's made me pick up this card, we also got love and a romance. So some of you probably don't even know what it's like to experience true love. You know, maybe some of you don't know what true connection feels like. It feels very foreign for you. That's okay. Some of you with the health and vitality here, maybe some of you, if you do have addiction or people around you, or maybe this could be your workplace. They just really made me draw back to the workplace or whatever. You have an increase in your health and vitality coming in for you should you tap into this self-love and self-compassion for yourself. Appreciate the experiences, you guys. Appreciate the experiences. All these experiences, all these lessons through your own choices have brought a new perspective, a new type of awareness into your realm. And now it's time to focus more on that perspective, that new knowing, that new wanting, that new desire, so you can step in and use your empathy and your intuition more wisely through spirit-led practices. Got 100 on my belt. If you need to know, let me know. Because you have love and romance, people who truly love you for who you are. Romantic times, you know, don't romanticize the past. I'm noticing this a lot. A lot of people are looking back at the past, whether it's a person or a relationship or something, and they romanticize it. And what they're actually doing is they're actually kind of ignoring the hurt and the suffering and the injustice that was actually brought to them from that time. So you fit yourself in whichever category that is. But if you don't romanticize things anymore and just romanticize yourself, love and show compassion, take yourself out on a date, do some self-care, get the help and support that you need to know that what's on the other end for you is this Ten of Pentacles and this health and vitality. So 9 times out of 10 for my fellow empaths out there, what you probably don't understand is that if you ignore your intuition and you don't clean up your energy the best that you can, and you don't sort of follow your intuition and all that sort of jazz, what happens is that you get bogged down with, I'll say toxic energy, whether it's self-induced or whether it's just energetic congestion. Thank you, Spirit. Energetic congestion, and it actually affects your physical health. So you can feel like the worst you've ever felt physically, go to the doctor, he can do, or she can do all the tests under the sun and only to turn out that there's nothing wrong. So that's usually part of being an empath and being a sensitive, because if you're walking light by nature, you're kind, you're funny, you're caring, and you're doing everything like that, those who sort of are vibrating in ego and less than, it's like a moth to the flame. They want to take your light. So that's a different story for another day. You can probably go check out my other video about that. But a lot of the men that I'm speaking at the moment are shamans. You are being called to center and ground yourself and get a higher perspective, and stars are going to be very significant as well. So maybe going out at night and going out in the bush at night, or go walkabout or something like that. That may be really beneficial. Yeah, a lot of you are being encouraged to leave the past behind. This song come out in my collective yesterday or the day before. It's like, I'm pack up my problems in an old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. I know the road may seem really long in front of you, but Spirit really wants you to just take day by day. I do literally feel like there's a large portion of men out there that are ready just to pack up their car and go. You know, maybe you just want to put all your camping gear in your car and just go. If that's your soul's calling right now, please do it. Please do it. People around you, influences around you, may be saying, you can't run away from your problems. You can't avoid this. You can't do this or whatever. That's 3D logic. If that's what your soul's calling for you to do right now, please do it. Please do it. Honor yourself. That's your soul's way of saying you need to give some love and compassion to yourself. Avoid any areas that are influencing you, that old version of you, especially. So that ego side of you. And ego is not a bad thing. I know ego is a term that's thrown around very loosely, like cocksure and, you know, narcissists and all that type of energy. I don't get into that. I work with energies, and at the moment, I feel like the masculines that I'm speaking for right now are extremely overwhelmed. You have so many burdens on your plate. You feel like you're going to erupt. So you know how they always say, if you're feeling really feisty, walk away. Spirit wants you to do that right now. Walk away. Nothing's going wrong. Everything's going right. You need to get your own perspective, and you need to give yourself the relief that you need through healthier options, not through addiction, to create this new flow that's actually coming into your life. I can feel you wanting it. I can feel you calling it. And like my heart, I mean, a lot of you may benefit from a heart activation as well, but I feel if you've got digestive issues at the moment, that's a physical byproduct of you not following your heart and doing what you're meant to be doing and what your soul's calling for you to do. We do have some new offers coming in for you. So just remember, the more that you focus on the rear vision of the past, people, places, things, connections, jobs, losses, all that sort of stuff, the more that you're lacking to see what's actually through the windscreen, what's actually coming forward towards you. But it's your job right now to get the relief that you need so you can start driving in the direction with your boot full of shit to where you want to go. And that's the art of creation. So a lot of you do want this. I can feel you're wanting it, but you just don't know what to do. We've got the Two of Swords. So you need to cut ties with people, places, things, lifestyle habits, whatever it is that is weighing you down. I'm not trying to be flippant and just say, oh, you just leave that person and you run away from here and you run away from that or whatever. Sometimes it does take a little bit of momentum and a little bit of planning of some sort. It depends on your own personal position, but I do feel like, they just told me henpecked. I do feel like I'm talking to a lot of masculines here that feel henpecked. Probably the females in your life, they're probably going through their own death and rebirth right now, and they're expecting you to change or you to act or perform better to suit their needs, or vice versa. But that's the energy it's given to me. Once again, I don't know how to say this because I'm a very self-actualized person. I understand the dynamics of co-creation and energy, but please put your own needs first. Otherwise it's going to become a bigger problem than what it is now. You know what you need to do. Please follow that. Please follow that. Don't be henpecked. Try not to. If you're a really good communicator, then obviously communication is going to be the key. But if you do struggle with communication and you have no support, don't be afraid at the moment. to avoid this bloody volcano and making things worse for everybody concerned and making it a big shitstorm of chaos and conflict, please walk away, remove yourself. We do have the Four of Pentacles anyway. So if a lot of you masculines are experiencing struggle when it comes to financial gains, or I think if I'm talking to the empaths and the shamans and the natural born sensitives out here, this energy to me is I'm sick and tired of people taken away from me. When's my pot going to be topped up? When am I going to get the love and romance that I deserve? When am I going to get someone that's going to value me and invest in me and take time and energy and put it back into me? Didn't get it from my mum, didn't get it from my dad, didn't get it from my brother, didn't get it from my ex-partner, I'm not getting it from my current partner. I don't know what it is, but there's something like that going on. That's why Spirit is saying there's a severe imbalance when it comes to the giving and receiving and knowing through a high perspective that life is an equal energy exchange and that you as a masculine deserve to be loved and nurtured and fed and watered and taken care of just as much as the feminines do. We need to eliminate this hunter-gatherer. Life's an equal energy exchange. As far as I'm concerned, it's so simple to me because this is the way I live my life. You know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. If you've had a long day at work, I'll cook dinner. It's just natural. It's just common sense. You know, if I'm feeling really unwell or something, then you take care of the kids and do the shopping or do the errands. There are a lot of dynamics out there that are doing that, and good on you. They're not the ones I'm talking to. I'm talking to the shamans and the empaths and the intuitives and those who actually were born here, come into this incarnation to be of service, but unfortunately, you know, people have decided to take from you and take your kindness as weakness and abuse that privilege. You need to walk away from all those people, places, things now. You really do. Whether it's a job, family, relationship. They just said row your own canoe. Time to row your own canoe. But you don't have to pinch yourself off on what you deserve. What you deserve and what you want is coming in for you. Isn't it? The wheel just jumped out. This is the Wheel of Fortune. You need to get your cogs moving. You need to get your cogs moving because the Wheel of Fortune is coming. That's what the Ten of Pentacles represents here. Your Ten of Pentacles. What does it look like for you? What does it feel like for you? It's time to create it. If you don't know how, like I say, get in touch with mentors or coaches or podcasts, or listen to Tony Robbins, or listen to someone and who you actually really connect with. They're for free. I always say that I'm self-taught, spirit-led, because my family and I have been in the system in many different ways, and we've got disappointed and let down 100 times. That's why it's my mission on this earth to teach others and help others and support others through the clarity of my own example. Sometimes we need to do it ourselves. It's harder, it's longer, but at the end, it's nice to know that we got to where we are right now through our self-love, self-care, self-compassion, and through our own deliberate creation by using the laws of attraction. So the wheels are going in your favor. Please know that. You do have an emotional offer coming in. So if you have anyone that's reaching out, being kind to you, being sincere, please say yes. Please take care of it. You won't friggin' believe this, mate. The world. Sorry about the lighting. Welcome home. I'm a realist. Not only did we get the Wheel of Fortune that's spinning your way, we also got the World. This is the completion of a cycle for you. So honor your soul's calling right now. Make a phone call and talk to someone who you know that will understand you. Reach out to a professional service if that's what you need. Spirit are making all these resources available for you right now. We just need to let you know that, to know that. To know that. This is unbelievable, actually. I've been saying this for the collective, but I'll say it to you as well. If you have had people, places, things in your past that have obviously taken from your pot and have not added value back to your pot and stuff like that, that they will get their karmic justice. So I consider this karmic debt, and this is like a karmic jail. So a spiritual jail, sorry. So even though you may have had a lot of things done towards you, those people who were vibrating less than or lower, or in greed or in envy or in jealousy, trying to sabotage you or anything like that, in the second half of the year, they will get their karmic consequences. I can promise you that. A lot of people would love to see that as revenge and all that sort of stuff. See it as you wish, but it's law. It's karmic law. So focus on yourself right now. Go back and listen to maybe the last 2 collective readings I've done. That will explain a little bit more. But yeah, for you yourself right now, you really need to just appreciate your abilities, appreciate your kindness and your softness. You're not weak. You will meet your match. You do have love and romance coming in. You have more health and vitality coming in. I think a lot of you will be more financially secure and stable should you release the current circumstances that you're in. And then we got the Queen of Pentacles. So I love the Queen of Pentacles. She's someone that is very assertive, very clairvoyant. Whether this is you stepping up in your power and sort of embodying more that feminine version of yourself by only adding value to those around you, financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or whatever around you, or you have this Queen of Pentacles coming into your life. And she's got the potential to actually literally change your life around. This can be a mentor, a coach, a lover, a partner, a co-worker, a friend. It can come in so many different ways. All Spirit are wanting for you to know right now is to stay in the expectancy of it. Stay in the expectancy of it. If you need to get away, clear your head. Try to avoid this bloody volcano. Those who are acting out of ego right now, you will notice that they are getting really aggressive. Whether you'll see it in social media, the aggression and stuff like that. I had a very similar instance on the weekend. And stuff like that. There's going to be road rage, all that sort of stuff. Don't be that person. Don't let it get that far that you become that person. It's absolutely not worth it. It's not worth it, especially with all this beautiful, juicy love and romance and money and stability and security and happiness, playfulness that is coming in for you. Yeah, we'll get a couple more of these and I'll wrap it up because I do tend to talk a lot. Look at that. Yes, in the Shaman cards, you are coming to life. I'm sorry about the lighting, but I can't help it. You are actually coming to your life. Your life matters. Your life matters too. You're not here to pick up other people's slack. You're not here to feather other people's nests. That's not what you're here for. You're here to have your own journey. And the purpose in your life is joy. So it's about stepping out, stepping back, having a look at your life and go, you know what? I do deserve this and I deserve to feel better. And there's heaps of solutions out there for me. I'm trusting in Spirit to bring it in for me. You are coming to life. You are going through a death and rebirth just as much as anyone else across the planet. So get amongst it. A lot of, look at that, protecting treasure. A lot of you, and then we've got this, see the holding of the purse strings here, and then protecting my treasure. A lot of you have a massive fear of walking away from what you currently have because of loss. Maybe you'll lose a house, maybe you'll lose money, maybe you'll lose independence, maybe you'll lose your health, maybe there's some sort of loss. Spirit is saying no. If you don't take care of yourself right now, you will lose. It's manifestation, it's law of attraction. You're going to lose more by not doing the energy work you need to do right now, and to get the new perspective and to choose better for yourself. You're going to lose it anyway. You have time, you have linear time right now to prevent any type of loss to come into your life. And the way that we do that is to pivot ourselves into more love and into more higher expectancy and stuff like that. You've got to want better for yourself and for those around you. So this is a really big sort of warning out there at the moment that if you feel like you're going to lose something now, you've got more to lose by not doing this. And I don't want to scare you, but that's the truth. And then we've got unexpected visitors. So a lot of you, from that, I got 2 energies from that. A lot of you are sick of hanging around the same type of people, sick of people meddling in your affairs or whatever. But I also get that if you obviously walk away from that, turn your back to that and don't focus on that energy, you've actually got a really nice soul tribe coming in for you. These are the right people, connections, co-creative rendezvous with people who have the possibility of bringing love and romance into your life. I know you want it. I can hear you calling out for it. You know, you don't have to protect anything. Shield it, obviously, shield it. But there's no loss here. There's no loss. Look at this person sitting on the sitting on their stuff going, oh my God, if I make this big choice for myself, I'm going to lose out. I'm telling you, you got nothing to lose and more to gain. Nothing to lose, more to gain. Yeah, make a choice. Make a choice. And I know a lot of you are struggling to make this choice right now. Once again, reach out and get the support that you need. Yeah, look, even in the shaman cards, I'm coming apart. So this is you within yourself. This is you having to separate from maybe any type of commitments that you have, that has finished its contract. A lot of contract endings at the moment. So this can be marriage, this can be divorce, this can be business contracts, work contracts. They are separating. They are going their opposite ways because people are just looking in a different direction now. Don't try to avoid the impossible by holding on to possessions. I literally am going to share a post later that I channeled yesterday because of financial or religious or, sort of obligations that aren't sort of soul-led. You can always make you can always make more money. You can always make money. You can always replace possessions. You can always, eat healthier. You can always do that. But at the end of the day, you can't, it's such a harder place to get out when your soul's broken or when your mental health is dismantled or you're in a mental prison or emotional prison. If you're there right now, obviously get the support once again to get that. But I'm reading for those who are on the precipice, on the cusp of that. So all I need to let you guys know is that you are going through a death and a rebirth right now, just like everybody else. It is going to take you great courage to make a choice. You can even see in these cards, I need to break away from this energy that no longer is beneficial for or highest good for myself or for those involved, and I need to go into new doorways. These doorways, which are that are being encouraged by your new karmic cycle, that this new world that's coming in for you, these new experiences that's leading you to the 10 of Pentacles, which is happy family and money and love and romance and all that sort of stuff. It's like within the next probably 3 months for you possible, should you do the energy work, find your spark, find what you're passionate about. We've got solitude again. So a lot of you do need to go into solitude because you just can't maintain this unhealthy balancing act. You can't. A lot of you are juggling way too much. You need to simplify your life. You need to go into solitude, get out of there, talk to friends and family that will actually help support you and want you for the highest good. Otherwise, and do the energy work, show love and compassion for yourself. I'm telling you, otherwise you're going to walk straight into a shitstorm. Check out my throat chakra. I got to speak your truth. But anyway, check out my video that I did. I'll see if I can tag it down below. I don't know, but this card keeps coming out. This card comes out. We're trying to prevent masculine energy right now to lose their shit, to go angry, to make really poor choices for themselves and get themselves into more turmoil. That's what's happening here. So I'm just going to close it off quickly. Sorry if that went too long. Hope it all made sense. Like I say, if you are a feminine watching this, the messages can still be for you. Yeah, a lot of you are going to turn your pain into a purpose. And then it's going to be a passion of yours to step into maybe a more teaching type role. So if you are someone at the moment that is online and has a presence and you are activating men and calling men in to help shift this timeline, congratulations and good on you, because it's going to be successful for you. So don't give up. Don't give up. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Let go, walk away. Let go, walk away. Let go, walk away. Leave all of your unhealthy situations and enjoy the new doors that are going to open up as a result. Surrender the need to control anything. That's the ego side. Go with the flow. Find ways to relax yourself. And as you do, your energy will rapidly attract everything that you desire. So what does your 10 of Pentacles look like? What does your next 6 to 12 months look like for you? Start creating it. Start focusing on it. Start looking through the windscreen, not through the rear vision mirror. Don't go back. You're not headed that way. Time to go forward. Time to have some love and romance. Anyway, I hope that helped you guys. Thank you so much. If you would like, subscribe, do all that positive juju, that'd be amazing. If not, that's okay too. All my links are down below if you need to reach out, book in for a private session or anything like that. But I'm wishing you all well, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.